A Georges River man has co-wrote the first book of its kind. A practical field handbook in industrial radiography and radiograph interpretation is set to be released this month in the hopes that industry practices will be improved and standardized by having them all in one place. George Jakes co-wrote the book with his mentor, Dr. Aziz Rehman, and he's in studio now to tell us more. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
So how long have you been in this industry?
I started in 1997, so 23 years.
Oh, wow. And what is it exactly that you do?
We do industrial radiography, which is basically the same thing as the medical side, where you would get x-rays for bones or whatever. With the industrial side, we're x-raying welds or other components for internal flaws, like cracks or porosity, or all forms of different welding defects.
So are you checking these things out before items are put into use, or
yes,
if something goes wrong?
Yes, before items are put into use.
Just to make sure everything is safe and ready to go?
Yes, and sometimes it could be live if we're doing information shots or something.
Oh. So you've written this book that I have in front of me, even though it's not yet available for purchase. Is that right?
Correct.
Right. Yes, and it's a beautiful book, and it looks nice and clear. Now, I will admit, I'm not too up on my industrial radiography knowledge, but it looks like something that would be easy to look through anyway. And,
yes, especially for people in the industry, they'll really grasp it.
Yeah, because the pictures seem clear and easy to understand, and the print is nice and clear as well, which are important things for
Correct.
reading a book.
Yes.
So why did you decide to write this?
Well, 5 years ago, we started writing this book, and the reason was because we knew the industry lacked a practical field book, and a lot of the material was subjective, and we wanted to clarify a lot of the interpretation process through the American Society of Mechanical Engineers, ASME, and we did a lot of research and development on codes and got answers for people within the industry. So the industry basically lacked the practical field book, which we wanted to produce.
Why is it important to have such a book?
It's important for people within the industry. It helps. It saves time. Like, there's a lot of information. There's a lot of material as well that I never had when I started the industry, and I wish I would have had. And anybody looking to get into the industry, it is an excellent source. There's nothing like it out there.
And you say you started this 5 years ago?
5 years ago. It was a long process.
So what kind of work went into this book?
We put thousands of hours into this book. Like, I had people help me. Like, I hired some local people to do graphs for me, Chrissy Green and stuff. She did some drawings and stuff for me. And there was just a lot of research and development going back and forth with ASME. And we just took it front on and kept going with it.
So you're obviously knowledgeable in the subject, as Dr. Rehman is as well, but where did you get all of your information? It can't be a book just based on everything that's in your brain.
Well, a lot of the material, like you say, it's practical side, which was researched and developed through codes, like the different code materials, like ASME code specific. I think we hit 5 real ASME codes, and we researched through ASME to get answers that were non-existing before. So we hit it on that way.
So will this be used locally or across Canada?
This will be used globally.
Wow.
Yes.
And how do you know? Did you reach out to get this out there?
Yes. Well, we also we created RTFI Pro, which is a website for us, and we developed a YouTube channel, RTFI Pro, who I have Hardy. Sorry, I forget her first name. And she helped me develop the YouTube.
Okay, so what's on the YouTube channel?
We talk about different videos of material within the book, topics. We'll take a specific topic, discuss it, and go through with it, and provide information to people who are within the industry or are looking to get into the industry. And it's not just information on the book. It could be anything related to industrial radiography.
Okay, so, and it's like you mentioned, people who might be want to get into this field, or even people who are currently in there, they can find information here.
Yes. It's for people who are new or looking to get into the industry. It supports everybody.
Interesting. That's interesting stuff. Like you said, comparable to X-rays on bones and things in the health field, but you're X-raying items that are put out there into the world.
Yes, and this is a global market.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How can the book be purchased?
The book can be purchased through our website, rtfipro.com, and also through Amazon and eBay.
Okay. And will you be reaching out to schools and different things?
Yes, we are.
Mm-hmm.
We will be. I actually gathered the list of 450 institutions globally.
Wow. So what's next for you?
Next for me is, we were hoping to have the book before Christmas, but didn't pan out that way. So it'll be mid-January before we get the book. However, right after that, I'm heading to San Diego, California, and to speak at a conference in regards to the book, and then Las Vegas.
Wow.
Yeah.
So did you think when you started getting into this that this is where you would end up?
No, it's a funny feeling. I remember day one when I started, right, and you see the progress as it goes. And like I said, there was thousands of hours put into it, but it wasn't like it was. I enjoyed doing it. I enjoyed sitting down, writing, and putting 12 hours a day into it, day after day. Staying in while all my friends would go out, and just get into it. I loved it, but I'm glad that we accomplished it.
Inspiring words for anyone who has a passion and they want to work on it in the year 2020.
Yes, there's information in here that will benefit everybody looking in the industry or looking to get in it.
Well, thank you for coming in.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
That was George Jakes, co-author of A Practical Field Handbook in Industrial Radiography and Radiograph Interpretation, and he is from right here in Cape Breton in Georges River, and this is the first book of its kind published.